So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for this sweep back here at home. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Here's 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Now the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Wilson's throw there into the hands of Ross. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Here's Wilson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Love his pocket awareness, able to slip out of the sack. But once you take your eyes off the receivers, once your eyes come down and you see the rush, hard to get back downfield and find an open target. Fortunate, that one just wound up as an incomplete pass.
All day, just like that, just like that.
It's Tagovailoa from his own end zone. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Mike 6. Mike 6. We own them. We own them.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. He's picked off at his own 46. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 37. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Play action. Now it's Tua. And going deep for Hill. And this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
From the 31, Wilson. And he'll find Hall. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll lead here to a third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
A chance for Waddle on the return.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
54-yard punt, 14 on the return, nets him 40.
And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. These two teams all tied after one. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Now a give to Edmonds. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 15. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side, they're down toward the bottom of the AFC. But you know what they say, especially at this point in the season, watch out for a trap game.
And in doing so, I would take my game plan and condense it. I would rely on my fundamentals, the fact that my players are probably just better, and not try and do too much, do just enough to win the game. And on the other side of the field, I'm doing everything, every trick play I can think of, every different formation, you name it, I'm throwing it at them in order to try and get the upset win.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go play action now. Wilson.
He will find the rookie from Ole Miss, Elijah Moore.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Rowe.
And the Dolphins are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. On play action, here's Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa, eluding the pressure right. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. From the 29, Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Caught, it's Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
To throw again is Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A big play there for the Dolphins.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Tua now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Tua now on first down. And a completion to Wilson. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
10 yards at the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Edmonds going to get the handoff here on the option.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, it's Tua. Flush to his right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing again on second down. Tua flushed out right. And now here's another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us. Tackle made there by Eric Rowe.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Wilson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be met at about the 43. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. He's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a big play that time by the Jets. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd down and goal. Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Christian Wilkins able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. And Zerline's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one. And that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. They'll run on 1st down. Edmonds. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd and 7, Tua. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 32-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he's going to get this down close to a 1st at about the Jets' 24. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
Touchdown! Chase Edmonds, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Caught by Wilson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st down, Wilson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Christian Wilkins gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to get the football back at their own 17. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to pass. Tua. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Here's Tua. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll come out in the pistol. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down, Edmonds. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Another carry now for Edmonds. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Let's go, let's do it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Wilson. Flush to his right. Gets this to Moore. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.